let's talk about something a little more a little more lighthearted, but at the same time still very scary to think about. To think that this is this is how bad it's gotten, and this is how much they're willing to say the quiet part out loud. So Fox News, and and the funny thing about this is I couldn't even find this actually on the Fox News YouTube channel. I had to find it through a secondary source. Um, and I think it's because Fox News got called out on it so much that they got called out on it so much that they pulled it. They realized their mistake, and thus they said, "Oh, we can't put that up. We can't put that up on YouTube because we're just gonna get called out on it." But this is Jesse Water talking about, is Taylor Swift a Pentagon PsyOp? Get ready for this doozy. Sorry, my computer is being a bitch right now. Hold on a second. Let me.
At dollamore.com. I would ask advocacy organization. Vote.org.
Hundreds of thousands of young
that she potentially can,
by the Pentagon. This is, watch this.
And such, immeasurable amount of followers, she can potentially single-handedly swing voters because of just the amount of followers that she potentially can influence. So the answer is yes, Jesse.
Yeah, because when she posted the link to the vote.org, it's like hundreds of thousands of young Taylor Swift fans all of a sudden registered to vote. I wonder who got to her from the White House or from wherever. Who makes that initial handshake? Is it the binder?
Well, the administration has what they consider a perception optics management team, and those are professionals that go out and identify those people who may be unsuspecting, whether with knowledge or without knowledge, to do these type of campaigns. Now, it is possible that Taylor Swift, quite frankly, does not know that she is being utilized in a covert manner to swing voters. But the bottom line is that the Biden administration is savvy, identifying how many followers and how many voters potentially she can influence with either right information or misinformation. She certainly can swing the voters.
Okay, Stuart, thank you so much. I now know a lot more about Taylor Swift than I ever wanted to know. We appreciate it.
So, and I mean, again, this is them just saying the quiet part out loud. But, so according to Jesse Waters and Fox News, Faux News, just telling people, hey, here's where you go register, go out and vote, make your voices heard. Just saying that is a PsyOp? Just telling people they should go vote. She didn't even say anything else. She just posted the link for vote.org where you can go register, find out information about the candidates, etc., etc. According to Fox News, Faux News, that's a PsyOp now. I mean, it's not surprising because, for one, it's very similar to the whole DC statehood thing or Puerto Rico statehood or countless other issues that the Republicans have said the quiet part out loud about. But the only reason why, if this were, what's his name? If this were Jason Aldean posting the same exact thing, literally the same thing, just vote.org, just, and saying just to go out and vote. The Fox News and the Republicans would be hailing him as a democracy hero, getting people to go out and vote. Because his followers are primarily right-wing. But Taylor Swift, because they know that, for one, because of demographics, she has a younger demographic, and they know that the younger generation is primarily pushing to the left, and because of the because of how she is, where she gives away a lot of her money, she supports a lot of charities, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because of her compassion and because of her demographics, Fox News knows that the vast majority of Swifties, if they vote, they're going to vote for Democrats. So that's why suddenly just simply posting, hey, go out and vote, go out and make your voice heard, is suddenly a DOJ PsyOp. It further proves that, and this is, it's like what we were talking about yesterday with the bill that was put on the Senate floor by the Alabama senator. Republicans know that they are not popular. They know that amongst the general populace, especially amongst younger voters, which I explained, this is the real reason, one of the real reasons for why the Republicans and Trump lost in 2020. Republicans understand that having more young people get out and vote and become politically active assures their destruction. So instead of instead of trying to be instead of actually trying to sway them to their side and try to figure out, okay, why is it that young people are so against us, and fix themselves in order to help their cause. No. Let's focus on, voter suppression. Let's focus on, disinformation. Let's focus on all the things that we shouldn't be focusing on, which just pushes young voters further and further away. So it's sickening. It's absolutely ridiculous that Republicans, whenever anyone who, like I mentioned the other day, anyone that's to the left of Hitler says, "Hey, go out and vote." Suddenly, it's this dark money, a CIA psyop. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But that's all I gotta say about that. I mean, when faux news can't stoop any lower, they figure out a way to do so. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but it's not surprising. It's not surprising in the least that they think just the simple act and the funny thing about it, the thing that I find most hilarious about it is if it were someone like Jason Aldean, if it was, name any country star or if it were, not that he is really relevant anymore, but if it were Kevin Sorbo who was posting that, or what's his name from Christmas Vacation, Cousin Eddie. But if it were him, or if it were any right-wing person voting, very simply, it wasn't even her expressing her opinion or anything. It was simply her saying go out and vote. Here, let me find it real quick. Let's see, maybe they have it posted on here, hopefully. Let's see. Hopefully they have the screenshot. See, or they have a link to it. Let's see. Oh, it was on Instagram. Wait, or was this recent? Or was this was in November. This was back after the or this was during the election. Hold on, let me try to find it. Yeah, no, see, unless Fox News is really just thinking that this is unless they're just catching wind of her posting this back in Oh, here we go. Okay. Here it is. That's literally all she said. Hey guys, it's National Voter Registration Day today. The election is November 3rd. It's really coming up, and I've put together a swipe up of resources. We need everyone, and it is more important than I can even possibly say. That's all she said. She never said who she was voting for, who she thinks you should vote for. Nothing like that. No indication of what her affiliation or her preference was. I mean, I can probably wager a guess on who her preference is, but I don't know. So, the fact that Fox News is making a big stink about her just simply wanting to get people to go register really proves how out of touch they are. Where they are just, they think that, they think that just getting people out to vote is a threat to them, which it is. Let me get that out of the way. It is a threat to them because the vast majority of people, when looking at the issues, when looking at the personalities, when looking at everything, are going to vote certainly against Trump. Not sure about the other candidates, but certainly against Trump. But it just shows that instead of fixing their problem from within and saying, okay, why are we so unpopular? Let's fix this. No. No, we're not going to fix it ourselves. Let's rig it to make sure that we can win. Let's make sure that not enough people of a certain age or of a certain demographic can vote so that we win by default. Or let's gerrymander, districts so that we automatically win. That's the only way. They talk about, Democrats cheating, the big lie and all of that. But they're the ones that really cheat.